Hey guys, it's Parrish with the Great Southern Gunworks, and I'm doing this video kind of a little different. It's just going to be a short little kind of explanation video and talking about bedding and pillows and stuff like that. I'm doing this on my cell phone, so it's nothing super special, but I'm going to do it anyway because I had a good opportunity to show and talk about a few things. I have a lot of people ask me all the time about bedding and having guns bedded and pillows and all of that stuff. And this stock was built by, or this, excuse me, gun was built by someone in Louisiana. It's for a customer in Louisiana, and was very disappointed in the way it shot. It shot about a 2-inch group. It's a 300 Win Mag. It has one of the high dollar carbon fiber barrels on there. You know, Remington 700 action, nice 2-stage trigger, nice fiberglass stock. You know, no real reasons why the gun shoot pretty decent. So it was sent to me to go through, figure out what was going on with it, and there's several things that I've changed and done to the gun, but this video is specifically going to be about the bedding, the pillows, free floating, and that's what I wanted to talk to y'all today about. So this stock was pillow bedded, or pillow as most people call it, you know, pillow bedded and pillows installed, however you want to say it. It has aluminum sleeves in the front and in the back of the receiver. They're great. You know, they serve a good purpose. The main purpose for pillows is to set the depth of a detachable magazine. They're great for that. If you order a magazine that comes with pillars, then the height is set from the bottom of the magazine to the bottom of the action. When you tighten it down, it is in perfect alignment so that the magazine sets exactly where it's supposed to. You know, they are great for that. If you have a very lightweight stock, you know, like one of the Macmillan Edge stocks, pillars are very good on those because they will keep you from crushing the stock when you tighten down the bolts that hold the action to the stock. Whether you're using a hinged floor plate or an ADL configuration or a detachable magazine, they, you know, basically you tighten it down and you're crushing against two big aluminum washers, so you can only go so far with it. They're great for that. A lot of people think that, oh, I've got pillars in there, I don't need anything else. That's it. Well, that is not true. You know, pillows are good for those two things that I talked to, but as far as making the gun shoot any better, they don't do anything at all. You know, you take the action, you set it in there, it falls in there. You know, it slops around, it twists, it moves around. The pillars don't do anything at all for making the barreled action and the stock as close to one piece as possible. They're completely useless for that. All they do is set the height on the magazine, and they keep you from crushing the stock if you tighten down on it too hard. And it's a lightweight stock, something that can be crushed decently easy. But as far as making it any more accurate, do absolutely nothing whatsoever. As you can see, this thing moves all over the place. It has no base whatsoever. It's just sitting in a big gaping hole. As you can see, I just dropped it in there. This particular gun, the pillars were installed, the barrel channel was cut out from the factory, and that's it. It's not even bolted in, and the piece of paper will not even slide between the barrel and the stock. Especially when you're looking at these carbon fiber barrels where they don't have a lot of metal on them. You know, this needs to be free floated. This barrel should not be touching this stock until it hits the bedding solution, which basically goes right here. I mean, this is the recoil lug. This is where all of the recoil is transferred from the barreled action to the stock. This needs to be bedded in this section right here. If nothing else is done to the back, that is perfectly fine. You know, you have a free floated action. The rear screw holds the action down so it's not flopping in the air. The front screw is what ties the barreled action to the stock, and it's where the bedding solution makes the two pieces as close to one as possible. You know, it's just like going back to the 70s and 80s, where a lot of the bench rest shooters were actually gluing their actions into their stocks, making them as close to one as, or making them one piece to where it will shoot as good as it possibly can. So I'm gonna stop this video. I guess we're gonna call this part 1. I am going to bed this thing and then come back in and show you what it's like after it's bedded. The bedding solution that I use is probably different than most people. A lot of people use AccuGlass or Brown as a bedding solution, and there's really nothing wrong with them whatsoever. Me, what I use is a high strength 24-hour epoxy resin and powdered drilling graphite. This stuff is awesome. It's very hard. It makes a very good bedding solution. This is what I use when I bed any type of stock whatsoever. So anyway, we're going to stop this and we're going to call this video 1, and I will get this bedded and I will show y'all what it's like after it's bedded.